I want to show you everybody a nice little picture of our main man, nice Aaron Cooney over here. Let's put it up. Wow. Yeah, on the Pens blog there at the Pens game. Hold the Undertaker picture. Great job, man.
Got me a radio. I was just trying to support the Pens.
Randomly?
I found it in the basement. Pens blog was calling to see the Undertaker, so I couldn't dress up as him because obviously no one can. So I just went with that.
Good job.
It worked out. Got me a free HD radio from Mikey and Big Bob. But
congratulations.
Nice.
You should share that with the Pioneer Sideline. Anyway, we got to get going here. We're not talking about hockey this week because there was something called NFL Draft that went 3 days. I don't know if you ever heard of that. But we're going to go with that here this week. And the question of the week is going to be, who had the best draft in the AFC North? That's right, not the AMC North, but the AFC North. We're going to start off over with you, Mr. Cooney. Let's talk about some of the Steelers picks. Pouncey in the first round, World, Sanders, Gibson, Scott, Dwyer. Who had the best one out of the 4 teams?
Actually, I'm going to go with the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens picking up a couple defensive outstanding players out of collegiate ball. But looking at Terrence Cody and also Kendall coming in to just solidify that front seven that Baltimore already has. I think culminating with the moves that they made in the offseason on the offensive side, Baltimore, I think they had the best draft for what they needed to add into their team.
What about you, Matt? What do you think on this one?
You know, I got to take the Cleveland Browns here. They picked up a good cornerback in the first round, Joe Hayden from University of Florida. And then in the second round, they got a strong safety. And then in the third round, they got a real steal here, and they got Colt McCoy from Texas, who's going to be a real good quarterback from them, and he's going to beat out Jake Delhomme for the starting quarterback position this year.
Kevin?
Desmond took the words right out of my mouth. I love the 2 defensive back picks in Cleveland. And then Colt McCoy, again, a huge steal in that third round. And really, when you have a team with Josh Cribbs on it, you have potential to win every game, as all Steelers fans know, as part of that big skid at the end of last year, losing to the Browns. It's a team that really has potential. Obviously, in the AFC North, very skilled teams with Baltimore and Pittsburgh. But I think the Browns really cleaned up for themselves.
So you've told us who had the best. Let's talk about the worst. How bad was the Steelers' draft? That's what I want to know here. We got Pouncey in the first round with Beluga that was still on the board, guys. A big offensive tackle that I think the Steelers needed a little bit more than a center guard type guy. Third round getting Sanders with Shipley and Decker still on the board there. Yeah. I didn't see a good pick until round 6 with Jonathan Dwyer. Aaron?
I think Pouncey was the guy that they wanted looking at their the list they made for going in. They got the guy they wanted, but I thought, like you said, there were other positions that needed filling before going ahead and getting 2 linebackers in the second and third round just like that, especially outside linebackers when you already got Woodley and James Harrison. It just didn't make sense to me. But I completely agree with you. It was questionable at best for the Steelers in this draft.
Matt, what do you think?
Yeah, you know, they had some depth there with the linebackers, and I like the pickup of Worlds from Virginia Tech and Thaddeus Gibson in the second round. I mean, not in the second round, in the fourth round, I believe. And that's just going to get more depth for James Harrison and Lamar Woodley down the road.
Kevin?
And, you know, Josh, you hit on the one guy that I really think they missed on, and that's Jordan Shipley. We've seen the New England Patriots with Wes Welker. Very similar receiver, a little quicker than Shipley, but we've seen them tear people up over the last few seasons with Wes Welker. That's a huge thing, especially since the Steelers have a tendency of having a third receiver that has no hands. So, I mean, it would have been a big pickup in the third round.